All right, ladies and gents. So climax. I want to talk a minute about climax. It's often very misconstrued and misunderstood because it's usually described as the moment in the story of the most action, and that's not always true. There are some stories that that are just told in a very the word for it is subdued uh, tone. Some of you guys would find that boring, um, but it works against it. It literally does not want to be your typical action-packed thriller. There's far less of that boom bang bang 'em up. Um, Climax can be understood pretty simply. It is the thing that happens in the story that ends the main character's conflict. The main conflict. A lot of times in stories, the main character has multiple conflicts, but there's one that the story tries to address. The climax is the thing that ends that conflict. And that's difficult sometimes for people to be able to really identify where is that thing. So there's a trick to figuring this out, and that's to as you read the story, pay attention to the questions you have because that's normally how readers experience conflict. We ask a question. Romeo and Juliet. We're like, will they get together? Um, Titanic. Will Jack and Rose survive? Will they get together? And then they do get together, and then will they survive? Things like that. So you start with that question, and then you watch the story and basically try and see what thing happens to answer that question. Okay, Romeo and Juliet. Once she drinks poison, they're not going to get together, right? That's it. That's a climax. It's all downhill from there. Jack and Rose. Will they live? Well, once Jack slips on down into the water, we know the answer to that. So with the story that you've been looking at so far in Broken Chain, Alfonso, he wants a girlfriend, or he at least wants to try to get a girlfriend. So what you're looking for in here is the moment at which we know whether or not Alfonso will get a girlfriend, or at least probably will get a girlfriend. So take a look.